Oftentimes people ask me how I can invest so much time into one thing, movies. Why I have such a passion for cinema and how I can force myself to sit through nearly every film that comes out each year, whether it be great, good, or a disaster. But sometimes what people don't realize is when that one movie comes along, that one movie that gives us film buffs that high that we're searching for, that gives us that feeling that we've just discovered some kind of secret riches that only us know about and no one else has yet to find. It's that feeling that we cherish, that ultimate high that we movie lovers yearn for to experience when we go and we sit down in that dark room. I want to share with you why I love movies, what they mean to me, and what movies help me develop as a movie lover. When I was growing up, the movies I was shown shaped me into the man I am today, and gave me some of the best memories of my life. Watching the Dread Pirate Roberts sword fight with Inigo Montoya, listening to him recite what he would do when he meets his father's killer.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Experiencing the thrill of time travel and hearing this great line for the very first time.
1.21 gigawatts!
Being transported to a faraway land where space was a war zone and the Force was the mystical power of the entire universe. Letting the thrill of adventure wash over me as I saw what is to this day my favorite chase sequence in any film ever. Seeing movies like that made me want to do it for myself. I wanted to direct my own films. I wanted to share my love with others, help other people to experience those same feelings that I felt when I watched movies. I continued to love movies as I grew, but it wasn't until the year 2002 where everything changed for me. I went with my mom to see a film called Signs, a movie that on the surface looked like a fun alien invasion movie. But for that 14-year-old sitting in that theater holding his knees peeking out over them, it proved to be something far more. It was the first film I ever saw where it struck me that there was a man behind that camera. There was an editor, a gaffer, an assistant director, a costume designer, a director of photography. When I got home from seeing Signs, I told myself, that's what I want to do. I want to be a filmmaker. I started making my own short films. Any idea that popped into my head, no matter what it was, I literally went out and filmed it. I forced my friends into every project that came into my head, no matter how ludicrous it was. Through Signs, I grew a serious fondness for scary movies, and to this day, after every winter, when it starts getting warm outside, something inside me tells me to go on a scary movie binge. There are few things more exciting and fun than a movie that can scare the wits out of you and make you enjoy it at the same time. I began to appreciate all different types of movies, not just the fun adventures, but more sophisticated filmmaking, movies that could touch your heart and your soul. Movies came along as I grew that changed my life, that made me look at things differently, gave me a new idea of what a filmmaker could do behind the camera. I had always loved reviewing movies, having written short user reviews on Yahoo Movies, and starting a short-lived, now dead webpage called A Critic's Opinion. If I ever meet someone who remembers that page, I will hug them. Eventually, I discovered YouTube, and I was drawn into this wonderful group of people who loved movies as much as I do. I found other people who felt the same. Their passions were my passions. They were all looking for that same high that I was looking for. The thrill of seeing that one movie that comes along that sends adrenaline through your veins, that reminds you why you go to the movies, why you wait in line. That movie that no matter what your age makes you jump up and down with excitement because it reminded you of being a kid again. It made you feel young again. It made you just have that high that we're all looking for. That movie that when you leave it, you're like, yes, that is why I do this. That is what all these people were looking for, just like me. All of these experiences through life have shaped me into the movie lover I am today. And even though I loosely use the term film critic when people ask me what I do, I don't view myself that way, because there's a difference between someone who loves movies and a film critic. Someone who loves movies waits in line for hours awaiting the premiere of their most anticipated movie. They stock their shelves full of DVDs and Blu-rays, some even VHS. They save all of their movie tickets just so they can remember the memories. They want to immediately chat with their friends about the movie they just saw because there are few things more fun to them than sharing their opinions on film. That's why no matter what anyone else refers to me as, I will always be a movie lover. Ever since my parents sat me in front of that TV and I saw those yellow words blast onto the screen, I have loved movies, and I always will.